Is you want to breathe. If you really, really want it like you say you want it, you can have it. Don't believe the hype. Don't feed into it. If you work hard, you can't have it. It ain't nothing you can't have if you're willing to work for it. It ain't nothing you can't have if you're willing to persevere, if you're willing to stick in there, if you're willing to stay, if you're willing to fight. It ain't nothing you can't have. Listen to me. If you work for it, if you're willing to put in that sweat, that blood, and those tears, baby, I'm telling you, you can have what you want, be what you want, do what you want. Are you hearing me? It's yours. I'm coming. I'm telling you, it's yours. It's yours. You can have it. It's yours. You can do it. It's yours. You can be it. It's yours. If you're going to be successful in life, you got to understand that there's a sense of urgency, that there are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And you got to not only operate in them, you got to do it quick. You got to do it fast. You got to do it in a hurry. Why? Because there's somebody else who's on the same track you on. Somebody else who, listen to me, they're on the same path that you on. Listen to me. It's somebody else just like you trying to do it. And sometimes they're working just as hard as you're working. They're putting in just as much sweat, just as much tears, just as much blood. But you just got to do it what? You got to do it faster than they do it. You got to do it quicker than they do it. Are you listening to what I'm telling you? That's why I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, because if you're getting up at 6, you might be smarter than me. You hear me? You might. You might have more privilege than me. You might. You might have more resources than me. You might. But I'm going to get up earlier than you, and I'm going to do it quicker than you do it. I'm going to do it faster than you do it. So by the time you get up with all your resources, by the time you get up with all your privilege, by the time you get up with all your stuff, I've already finished the race. Are you hearing me? Every play is the drill. Every play is the 2-minute drill. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Pick up the pace. You walking too slow. Pick up the pace. You moving too slow. Pick up the pace. If you want to finish, sometimes you can't just finish. You got to finish fast. This ain't
Cincinnati St. Xavier comes away with a 27-0 victory against the Cathedral Fighting Irish. It is time now to name the Cathedral Player of the Game, Mike Walensky. Scott and Jim, I mean, it was clear and evident throughout the game who the most viable player of the game was for the Irish, and it's Ben Stewart. He just played lights out. 15 total tackles, 14 of them were unassisted, and they were game-saving tackles. I mean, St. X and Ben Glines had opportunities, open field, but Ben Glines took a shot, Ben Stewart took a shot at Glines and made the stop. He was just outstanding. Ben Stewart, again, the second time this year, the player of the game for the Irish. So congratulations to Ben Stewart, the Cathedral Player of the Game.
You start and you never finish. Yup, it's hard. Yup, it's difficult. Yup, why? Because the process is weeding out the weak. It's weeding out the weak. And so sometimes you got to play hard. You got to play physical. You got to play tough, because the game itself is tough. The game itself is hard. I know you got what it takes not to quit, not to give up, not to give in.
A few miles south, Cathedral hosted Fort Wayne's Bishop Dwayne with the Saints. Held the lead after the first half, but the Irish take over in the second half. Ben Stewart with a sick pick here rumbles into Dwayne's hip.
Everything you work for is coming, but you can't quit or give up before you get it.
And it was the Cathedral defense that would get the Irish back in this one. Later in the first quarter, Cathedral defensive back Ben Stewart coming up with the interception. 2 plays later.
When it seems that nothing is happening, remember that the Father's about to bring it all together for you. Y'all gonna be ready to play? We in beat town ever since we came out here. We for real, man. We play for this. It's our country. It's our sport.
The 10 for the Trojans getting outside again. The back story this time. They go for the Harvey Bob. I do believe that's the star, number 12. Yeah, Ben Stewart. Got a piece of him. And Stewart played for Senegal Central Awards in 8th grade just 3 years ago. And great football
to 6. The Irish would start to get help on the field from all 3 phases of the game. On the punt return, sophomore defensive back Stewart breaking some tackles, and if you think you can take him down, well, quite frankly, you're just flat out wrong. A very
Welcome back to Bloomington South High School. There's the matchup. The Fighting Irish, 7-5. The Panthers, 11-1. The key players start with the visitors from Cathedral center, Jared Thomas, 6'4", 257. He is northwestern bound. And the other key player is free safety, Ben Stewart, who is just a sophomore. Those are the key players, the keys to the game for the fight.
Most Valuable Player Award goes to these Miami corners. That is textbook coverage right there. These Miami Hurricanes.
Watch here as we see Ben Stewart come and just deliver a shoulder. Now, Howard, Ben Stewart is a sophomore who is the leading tackler for Cathedral. I would suggest to you the way he just hit that guy and the way he's made.
There it is.
And Noah Boardman will come out now for the 5th time. Gets a kick away. It's not a particularly good kick. And it takes a neutral bounce at about the 44-yard line. And picked up by Cathedral. And they're going in for the touchdown.
Well, that is a heads-up play by Ben Stewart, yes. Nobody really downed it for Laporte, and that ball was still a live ball, and very heads-up.
Now here it is again. Watch, it's not a very good kick. In fact, the kicker drops it, now gets it away. And here's what happens. It's kind of winding down there. Nobody bothers to pick it up, and here comes Stewart, and he's gone.
Yeah, you watch that highlight, and he noticed that from about 10, 12 yards back, and he just started towards that football, and here he comes right out of the blue.
We'll have to wait and get the official number.
Tackle by Ben Stewart. Yeah, he comes flying in there and made the tackle. Probably went down immediately. You need to see the tape on him if you're a recruiter. Somebody better call Rick Stripe right now and offer this guy when he gets to that point in time. He is a star. Ben Stewart, 5'11", 191 pounds, cat-like quick, 100 tackles starting the state championship game, 2 forced fumbles, 12 tackles for loss, and 2 picks. And he seals, and he fills the gap. Look at his instinct. He knows exactly what's going on. Here's the salary straight up the middle. And Ben Stewart was there, again, but that's going to be a first down. And he didn't make the tackle, Coach, but you can see him. He knows exactly what's going on.
Ben Stewart said that his baby teeth, he's so young, but he's just got a great sense for the football. He's always around the football, putting his head in there. He's a great football player. You mentioned, as a sophomore starting in this program, you are a stud.
You know, you talk about football IQ being such an important dynamic to making it to the next level, and that's what he does. Little Johnny McGuire.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. I don't care what the scoreboard says. At the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die, willing to take the hits, who's going to win that inch.
Let me tell you something you don't let nothing come between us.
On this team, we fight.
And we shut them down because we can.
2015 season. And finally, Cathedral had a lot to celebrate today, folks. The Irish won the Class 5A state championship over the weekend, and today the entire student body recognized their big win. Cathedral became the first school to win 5 straight state football titles, and their coach, Rick Strife, has won a whopping 10 state championships. Congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
A lot of fun being around the Irish today. Got a great school there at Cathedral.
So much pride. So much.
This guy gets hurt, what kind of team are we going to be able to put out on the field, how successful would we be? And I've done this for a while. I can't remember having a guy this young be voted on this, but I agree that this was our most valuable offensive or most valuable defensive player this year, Ben Stewart.